In the busy city of Monrovia, there were two universities. One was a fancy private school where rich kids went. The other was a public school for everyone else, even kids from faraway villages. Mercy, the daughter of a rich man, studied at the private school. She had everything she could ever want: nice clothes, a big house and a car. But even with all these things, Mercy felt empty inside. Across the street, Jallah, a boy from the village of Kupombu, went to the public school. Jallah had worked hard all his life, helping his parents on the farm. He climbed trees to get palm nuts and worked in the fields. But he dreamed of going to school, so he moved to the city to study. One day, as Jallah was walking to school, he saw a girl waiting for her car. Mercy saw him too. Their eyes met, and for a moment, everything else disappeared. Every morning, Mercy and Jallah saw each other as they walked to school. They began to smile at each other. Mercy was curious about Jallah. He wasn't like the rich boy she knew. Jallah seemed strong and kind, even though he didn't have much. One day, Jallah smiled at Mercy, and she smiled back. It was the start of something special. They began to say hello to each other, and Mercy found herself looking forward to seeing Jallah every day. Mercy's life was full of luxury, but Jallah's life was different. He shared a small apartment and didn't have much money, but he never gave up. He was determined to get an education and make a better life for himself. Mercy admired that about him. Soon, Mercy and Jallah started talking to each other. They would meet after school and walk together. Jallah told Mercy stories about his village, Kupombu, and how he helped his parents on the farm. Mercy loved hearing about his life, so different from her own. Mercy told Jallah about her family and how her father wanted her to marry a rich man. But she didn't want that. She wanted something real, something different. Jallah listened carefully and understood her feelings. They became good friends, even though they came from different worlds. As the days went by, their friendship grew stronger. They laughed together, shared their dreams, and supported each other. Mercy felt happier than she had in a long time. She realized that Jallah was special. Mercy's parents started to notice that she was spending a lot of time away from home. They didn't know about Jallah, but they were getting suspicious. Mercy knew that if her father found out, he would be angry. Mercy and Jallah decided to keep their friendship a secret. They met in quiet places where no one would see them. They knew it was risky, but they didn't want to stop seeing each other. Jallah was worried too. He knew that Mercy's father wouldn't approve of him, but he couldn't stop thinking about her. Mercy was kind and caring, and she treated him like an equal. They both knew that their friendship was turning into something more, but they were afraid of what might happen next. One evening, Mercy and Jallah met in their secret spot. They talked for hours, and finally, Mercy couldn't keep it inside anymore. She told Jallah how she felt. "I like you, Jallah," Mercy said. "I've never met anyone like you." Jallah smiled. "I like you too, Mercy. You're different from anyone I've ever known." They both knew that their feelings were strong, but they also knew that their love would not be easy. Mercy's father would never allow it. But they didn't want to give up on each other. They promised to keep their love a secret no matter what. Mercy and Jallah's bond grew stronger. They felt like they could face anything as long as they were together. One day, Mercy's father heard rumors that she was spending time with a boy from the public university. He was furious. He couldn't believe that his daughter was interested in a poor village boy. He confronted Mercy and demanded to know the truth. Mercy was scared, but she didn't want to lie. She told her father about Jallah and how much she cared for him. Her father's face turned red with anger. "You will not see him again," he shouted. "He is not good enough for you. If you keep seeing him, I will send him back to his village, and you will lose everything." Mercy was heartbroken. She didn't want to lose Jallah, but she didn't know what to do. Mercy and Jallah knew they couldn't be seen together anymore, but they didn't want to stop seeing each other. They continued to meet in secret, even though they knew it was dangerous. Every day, they found new places to hide. They would walk through quiet parks, talk under the shade of old trees, and share their dreams. They knew that if they were caught, they would be in big trouble, but they couldn't stay away from each other. Jallah was determined to prove himself to Mercy's father. He started working even harder, saving money and planning for the future. Mercy loved him more every day. She knew that their love was real, even if no one else could see it. One day, as Mercy and Jallah were walking through the city, they were suddenly surrounded by a group of men. Mercy's father had sent them to take her away from Jallah. The men tried to drag Mercy away, but Jallah refused to let them take her. Jallah fought with all his strength, protecting Mercy from the men. He was outnumbered and badly beaten, but he didn't back down. He was determined to keep Mercy safe, no matter what. Mercy was terrified, but she was also amazed by Jallah's bravery. She knew that he would do anything for her. The men finally left, but Jallah was hurt. Mercy helped him up, and they hurried to find a safe place. As Jallah worked hard at his new job, he started to earn the respect of his colleagues and Mercy's father. He saved money and planned something special for Mercy. He wanted to show her how much he loved her. One evening, Jallah took Mercy to their favorite spot, under the old tree where they often talked. He got down on one knee and asked her to marry him. Mercy's eyes filled with tears of happiness. "Yes, Jallah," she said. "I want to spend the rest of my life with you." They knew that there would still be challenges, but they were ready to face them together. Mercy and Jallah started planning their wedding, excited for the future they would build. The day of Mercy and Jallah's wedding was a day that no one would forget. People from the city and the village came together to celebrate their love. The ceremony was beautiful, filled with flowers, music, and laughter. Mercy wore a stunning traditional dress, and Jallah looked proud and happy in his outfit. The families stood side by side, celebrating the union of two worlds. As they exchanged vows, Mercy and Jallah knew that their love had overcome all obstacles. They had faced challenges, but their love had proven to be stronger. The wedding was not just a celebration of their love, but a symbol of hope and unity. After the wedding, Mercy and Jallah started their new life together. They moved into a cozy home, where they filled the rooms with love and laughter. Jallah continued to work hard at his job, earning the respect of everyone around him. Mercy supported him in everything he did. They made a great team, always helping each other and facing challenges together. They never forgot the struggles they had gone through to be together. Their love grew stronger every day. Mercy's father, who had once been so opposed to their relationship, began to see Jallah as a son. He admired Jallah's hard work and dedication. The family grew closer, united by love and respect. A few years later, Mercy and Jallah welcomed their first child into the world. It was a moment of great joy for both families. The baby brought even more love and happiness